Thanks. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. I hear you might get copyright strike. Okay. Um, doesn't bother it bothered me otherwise. I didn't think about that. I appreciate that. Let me go cut some water on. I have this python here that is excellent. If y'all haven't got this is really good. Python, it works really good. Oh yeah, open it up. Y'all make fun of me now. Like getting started here. You know it's the easy way. That's how I move it down there. Cut down on music. Y'all can see me there. Gotta get it flowing. There we go. There we go. I got it started. I know it's a simpler way to get it started, but what I'm doing here is just right now I'm just sucking out my gravel right now, just getting all the waste, food, everything out of there. It's been about a week since I done my water change. I go about every 5 days or so on the water change. So I would recommend fish this size. You do it at least once a week. I would definitely recommend that. And then plans on how you feed your fish also. And as you see, it's just getting all the food and everything. Oh, he's actually leaving me alone right now. I'm happy that. But we'll see how good the Oscar over there. See, here he comes. See, here he comes. Leave me alone. He likes to come and try to bite me. I'm not your food. So it's been about a week since no, it's only actually 75. I do have a 125. I'm about to get set up. And but this is right now, that's a 75. Like I said, I'm going to be setting up. I do have the aquarium. I do have everything ready for it. I just waiting on my son to help me get the stand built. And as soon as I get the stand built, I can I'll get it the 125. I'll get a 125. But right now, it's a 75 gallon tank. And like I said, I do this water change. Look at all that stuff right there. Go on now. See my Oscar. His name is Biggie, the biggest one in here is named Biggie. He likes to come and try to attack me sometimes during the water changes. So I have to watch him. But you can watch to see how much they're at. Look, that's a lot of wasted food that only been about a week. So I might up my water changes a little bit, more frequent. But my water parameters are great. I mean, nothing at all wrong with them. Just I like to keep, as healthy as I can and, um, as clean as possible. I mean, I don't know if how much y'all can see of that on live right now, but it's a lot of stuff coming up. And but these Oscars and these cichlids, American cichlids, make a lot of mess when they're eating, especially the Oscars. Make a lot of mess when they're cleaning. I mean, when they're eating. So, and they produce more shit, more waste, more food. Um, so just really the plans on you how much you want to clean your tank and how much you want to keep it. The more of this rotten food and everything in here, well, that's your chances of your ammonium going up and getting higher. Here he comes. Grab a towel, I'm making a little bit of a mess. Always keep a towel handy. Always keep a towel handy right here. Always keep a towel handy. How old is the big guy? I just bought one about a month ago. He's almost 4 years old. Actually, I did not raise the big guy from the beginning. I actually picked him up off of a guy because he needed to be rehomed. He just had twins, and so I picked him up. But it's wonderful to see how good he's getting along with everybody. So I mean, I can't wait to see my other Oscar in here to really grow. But he's almost 4 years old. To answer your question. But the other one is not even probably around 4 months old, if that's in here. He's only 4 months old. And I'm thinking that he's going to get just as big, if not bigger. See all that? I don't know how well y'all can see that on film, but that's a lot of stuff. There he is trying to go on now. Get on. So you're just going through and really getting all the shit, poop, waste of them, and then any uneaten food. Like I said, it's only been right at a week since I cleaned it, did a water change. Like I said, my water parameters are great. I keep them great. There he comes. Why are you trying to attack me? I'm trying to help you. The fun thing about Oscars, they like to play. You're interrupting their territory when you're doing it. So some of them, they just go and pout. Well, this one, he likes to come and attack. So you got to watch out for him. This one the smallest one, he has, and I always kind of move my driftwood around to get underneath that because I got a couple fish that the Jack Dempsey Z, he likes to hide underneath the driftwood, so it's going to be a lot dirtier underneath the driftwood. So I always move everything around. and make sure I'm getting everything nice and clean. And by the way, guys, YouTube, that if you got houseplants, good thing to do is to save some of this water that you're getting out of your tank, because it's excellent fertilizer and water for your plants in your home. It's really good for it. Always right around the sponge filter is really dirty. That's where it's sucking up. The reason I do have this sponge filter in here, I mean, I don't like the looks of it, but like I told you, I'm about to set up the a 125, so I want to using that as, kind of what do you want to say, the instant cycle with all the beneficial bacteria in it. So I'm using that as the instant cycle it, and then plus the other canister filters that I have already hooked up to this tank. I'll be using those, so that'll pretty much instant cycle it. But all you're doing is water change, is vacuum and gravel, getting all the uneaten food up and all this poop up, and just going along. Sometimes if it's not really bad, like sometimes I do it twice a week, but if it's not that bad, I'll just do half of it. But I'm going to probably just end up doing the whole thing, because I might be up in my water change more often. Oh wow! So he's already up to 5 inches. That's pretty cool. Well, he's probably, I'm guessing, around. Oh Lord, here he comes. Probably around 4 to 6 months old, if he's already that big. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, they grow pretty quickly. The Oscars really grow pretty quickly. Go on now, move out of the way now. I'm trying to help you here. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. I'm gonna have to up my water change. I don't like having this much stuff in my gravel. And I need to buy myself one of those, what is it, longer extensions, because I wouldn't have to get my hands so wet and would be down in here. But that's a lot. But you want to get all this stuff out of here, because your ammonia will go up. Everything will, mess up your water parameters. And you're not keeping your tank clean. Look at all that. So with seeing my gravel the way it is, I usually do about, roughly, I'll say about a 35, 25, or but today I'm probably going to do a pretty good essential water change until I get all this clean. But usually I do about 25, 35% water change. But man, wife must have been feeding them a lot. She likes to feed them. So, because it's a lot of, he almost got me. Come here, boy. Let me see if I can pet it. No, you won't let me pet it. See if I can, my little one. No, not yet. More, they start trusting you more and more, the Oscars do. So you gotta show them that they can trust you. You're not gonna hurt them or anything. So just trying to, little bit by little bit, just getting them to trust you, and building that trust up with them. It's the biggest thing. Let's see if I can go over there. See, I don't want to stress them out too much by chasing them around, but I just need to touch them. But it stresses them out if you do it too much when they're, just do it gradually if you want to see if you can pet them. And he's also mad because Oscars like to change around their their own aquarium, how they like everything. So they like to change their own aquarium around. So I'm rearranging his aquarium. He's like, okay, I'm gonna have to work on doing all my, rearranging my aquarium because don't expect for Oscars to, don't expect to have a perfect tank because they will rearrange the tank. So he's a little mad when I do his water changes because I'm moving things around. And then he's going to have to go back in and rearrange all his tank, his whole tank. Another thing I'm going to do right before I change over to 125 is, I know you don't want all the stuff in your water, but man, there's some great beneficial bacteria. If you're ever starting up a new tank, get somebody to give you some of this stuff that, is out of their aquarium and, it's great for it. Yeah, this tank was pretty dirty. It was dirty. They'll be happy once I get it done. Now, a lot of people say that they like sand in their aquarium. Well, guess what? Sand in the aquarium is pretty nice to have, but all of this stuff doesn't sink down into your sand as much. All this stuff that I'm gravel vacuuming it out, it does not sink down in your sand, so that it's sitting on top. So that means that you'll see all this mess. The gravel, yeah, it does have it some, I guess you could say it does. So that's the benefit of having gravel versus sand. But sand is so much prettier. I gotta say. But I'm trying to do the natural look of it. I know that they have sand in the wild. I realize that. Watch out. But I like the gravel myself. I got pea gravel also for my new aquarium that I'm going to use. And with this larger rock, that would be a little bit easier. So, but I sit here sometimes at night and hear him moving gravel around. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. He really does move gravel around. Catch this. I'm trying to get this. There we go. Did I just break my bag on it? I just. I think I just broke my bag on water. Catching that. See if I can get it started again. Got an air bubble in there from going and catching that. Funny. Keeping the towel around is very important, guys. So I'm moving all my rocks around, moving everything around. Yeah, we are feeding them pretty good. Things about Oscars, yes. I'm amazed with this Oscar. He's he doesn't go after my smaller fish whatsoever. He's super chill. So, yes, he eats a lot and he's pretty good. He does eat pretty good, I can say that. Um, he does eat pretty good. I don't know how much y'all can see of this, all the stuff that I'm gravel vacuumed up, but it's a lot. Like I said, I'm going to have to go, I guess, now and do a smaller water in between this. Because there's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of waste, a lot of uneaten food. Yeah, my Oscar's going to be really mad at me right now because I'm rearranging this whole tank here, messing this whole thing up. And my Flecko is really mad right now because I'm messing up his home. I'll get it back to normal and just as normal as possible in a little bit, guys. Give you your little hiding spot back. And so I'm going to do a pretty large water change here because I didn't realize I was this dirty. The gravel was this dirty. So it's probably going to be almost well, until I get all of the gravel done. But these Python, if you don't own one, they are a life changer. You don't have to worry about buckets. You don't have to worry about nothing. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Certainly appreciate it. Your first time here, thank you. If it's not your first time, thank you for rejoining. I appreciate all the love that you do and checking out my channel and watching. It's greatly appreciated. But these American cichlids, they make a lot of mess, man. They really do. A lot of mess. And the larger fish you have, of course, more waste they produce. Kind of embarrassed how dirty. I hope y'all really can't see how dirty the bottom is. Hope y'all really can't see because it's a lot of. And I haven't even got half of done yet. Watch out, everybody. If you can see that, look at all that. That was underneath the driftwood I have. Make sure when you're doing it to always move everything in your tank because stuff does settle underneath. But thank y'all for watching. I certainly appreciate it. What'd you say? Discus fish, man. I love your discus, man. I watch your channel a lot and see that your discus. When I get this tank set up, I'm seriously thinking about, well, I need, thinking about using this tank for possibly discus, maybe even a couple of severums. I'm not sure yet, but I do love discus. I mean, I really do. I see them at the fish store every time I go, and I tell my wife, man, I want one of those. They're so pretty. I want a couple of those. I mean, they're so, man, there was a lot of stuff in this tank, y'all. I'm gonna have to start doing this at a more frequent stage. But my water parameters were great. The ammonia wasn't up, but I'm really gonna have to start doing a smaller water change more often. Get some of this rock cleaner. That was a lot of stuff in this past week. But this Python here, when I'm finished here, it'll all I got to do is flip the switch right here in my hand and close off, and then go back over there to the sink, and then just do a little twist, and it'll send water through my hose here and just start filling it back up. So that's really awesome. You don't have to worry about carrying buckets, just doing the buckets and everything. That was some food I just filled. Hey. Over here. Just picked up a piece of the holding brackets for my filter. For my hold my things in place. Wow. Guys, we're going to do a good water change here today. It's going to be a pretty extensive water change. But what we're doing here is you're sucking out your vacuum and your gravel, getting all the waste and uneaten food and everything out of your gravel and substrate, and getting it out, because this causes ammonia spikes, and it's not good for, it is good, but it isn't good for your tank. That's for sure. You need it, but you don't want to have too much of it in your tank, because then you'll start getting ammonia spikes. You'll start getting your water clarity would not be the greatest. So the more you get out, the better. I might need to put a wave maker in here, but I don't think this is the part of having sand. Gravel. If you have sand, you can see all this sitting on top of your sand. So I guess you're forced to do more water changes a whole lot more frequent, because you see all this stuff sitting on top of your sand versus this settling down into the gravel and coming not that noticeable, I guess you would say. But it's still bad for your plant. It really is. But yes, I do have everything off here. I do have all my pumps and the heater and everything. I just have the light left on so I can see what's going on in the aquarium. But make sure you have everything turned off. All your filters and everything off. That way you don't want your heater out of the water. Wow. Guys, I'm really embarrassed here how large of a water change I'm going to do here today. I wasn't planning on this much of a water change. I'm going to have to talk to my wife and see how much she's actually feeding me. Because we might be overfeeding them. If she's feeding them, how much she's actually feeding them. She loves feeding them. I need to figure out how much she's actually feeding them, because I think we're actually feeding them too much. Or is the wife feeding them too much? Well, I'll have a talk with her tonight. I might have to
do another water change in a couple days after this because it's pretty. I mean, I'm about, I would say about 60% water change right now. You can do up to about 75, 80%. But that's generally if you have something going on inside your tank that you need to lower your ammonium. A lot of people do 80%. I guess I need to start doing more extensive water change instead of only doing 25 to, percent water change. My Oscars are not going to be happy with me because I'm really rearranging everything. They are not going to be happy with me. But I appreciate everybody watching. I greatly do. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Certainly appreciate it. But really, watch that way. Watch out. But the Pleco stays underneath the driftwood a lot. So I didn't do that last time, so I know why this is extra dirty. Around this area. I understand why all this is like it is. But look at all that. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's a lot of stuff coming out of there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do another water change in like 2 or 3 days and just re-gravel, do the vacuuming again in like 2 or 3 days and get more of the stuff out. And I'm not gonna be able to go a whole week. Either I'm gonna have to change their eating, but I think I'm gonna have to actually do it a little bit more often. Yeah. You're not going to get it 100%, perfect, but you want to get majority of everything out. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to do another water change probably in 2 days, just to, because I'm still not getting everything out. What do you think? Should I? Hey, yeah, we are beating them really good. But what do y'all think? Should I be fine after this water change? I'm still sucking a lot of waste out from the bottom in certain areas. Or do you think I'll be good? I mean, I'm still sucking a lot of stuff out. I mean, y'all let me know if what you guys think in the comments. If you think I should do another one in a couple days, because I'm getting down pretty low. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another one. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, excuse me. Haven't get back over here yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
do another one in a couple days. Because this is still quite dirty. And I want to carry it down much lower than this. But I know you can go down. But so now, what you do is I'm gonna flip the switch and I'm gonna go over to the sink. I'll be right back. I'm shutting the water off. Shut the water off. And I go back over here. Uh-oh. I knew it. Always do that. I'm gonna sit up there. There we go. That's better. Made a little bit of mess. And now I hit this. Look at there. Water temperature. So now all we're doing is we're filling it back up. So what I'm going to do while I'm filling it back up, I usually do it while after. Usually I do it while it's draining more. I just take my scraper here and I'm just cleaning the sides off and getting that nice and straight. Now your water coming out of your sink, you want to have it pretty much as close as possible to the same temperature of the water that is currently in your tank. That's pretty close. Maybe a little bit warm. And what I'm going to do now is I use Fritz Complete. I love this product. I also have Prime. And I have my measuring cup somewhere here. So it says that you want to do 1 teaspoon for every 50 gallons. So I always just put 2. That doesn't going to hurt it. And you just dose in your tank. And I'll also add in a little bit of salt. I'll show you that towards the end after I get everything cleaned up and rearranged. And get this situated back a little bit better for them, how they like it. So good there. Get this situated back like how they like it. Give them a high spot. Here. See here. A little bit. Move it over. Watch out.
Just be random. And now it's just filling up, back up. And what I decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna also just do another little quick water change, probably maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, probably tomorrow if I go back to work. Do another water change, and that way I'm actually getting more of the gravel clean, and that way it is nice and clean for them. So what I'm doing here, as you see, I'm just scrubbing the tank, make sure, it doesn't have any allergy buildup, anything. Just that it kind of readjusting everything. Where the Oscar messes it up a little bit. I mean, I don't know why I do it, because he's just going to rearrange it back himself how he likes it. So don't really worry about arranging things how you like it, because it's not going to stay how you like it. It's not going to stay that way at all. It's actually pretty clean. The glass on the inside is actually pretty clean. Not seeing anything. Pretty good. But I'm just still going over it. And just really giving it a little brush and clean. But it's actually really good. And I don't turn my filter or anything back on until it's above the heater line. That way I'm not, that way I'm not, let's see here. I'm not, running, it's got to be above your heater line. And as soon as the heater line comes on, I will cut it back on. Maybe I need to clean the back a little bit better. I see that needs a little scrubbing. So just make sure you keep the glass as clean as possible on the inside. Keeping the allergy, dirt, back, all the stuff built up on it. Keep that pretty clean. The cleaner you keep the glass, the cleaner it looks. So when people are looking in, like yourself and everything, looking in, you can see in clear. And it also helps your fish. I don't like how that's sitting right now. How do I have it before I make it? I have it sitting on top of rocks. They can get in there more water. I had it sitting like that. I ain't gonna stay sitting like that, so I don't think it really matters. Like I told you, please, if you have an Oscar, don't really worry about the how it looks and how you want it set up, because it's not going to be that way at all. It's not going to be that way at all. Wow, I've been on here for 45 minutes. That's crazy. And I'm not even complete. Usually it doesn't take me this long to do a water change, guys. On YouTube, I mean, it really doesn't. Usually it takes me about 20 to 30 minutes. But like I was telling you before, I had a little bit more, the gravel cleaning a little bit more than usual that I wanted to do, or I needed to do. So it was a little bit more extensive of a water change. What's up, Jimmy? Than usual. You know how you like your corner over here. Let me move these big rocks. So I didn't get it all the gravel vacuum like I wanted, but I think I'm going to do another water change in a couple of days. And that way I can get more of the gravel filled up. Vacuumed out. But overall, I got a lot of it done. I did I used my Fritz Complete. Make sure you have towels when you're doing the water change. That's really helpful. But as you see, this is a biggie. All right, here, that's the biggest Oscar. This is my silver dollars. I have a Jack Dempsey in here, and I have a smaller Oscar, and I have Leroy back there. He's my green terror. And then I have a gold Severum and in here. And as if you're new to the channel, I am going to be setting up a 125 very soon. I'm just waiting on my son really to build the tank stand, but I am going to be setting that up really soon because they actually need it. They really need a larger aquarium. But don't want to bore you too much longer because all it is going to be doing is just filling back up. Thank you for watching. I'll give you an update on how it looks. I'm actually ashamed of it because it needs to be done again in a couple of days. But I'm going to go ahead and turn everything back on because it's above the water line. So watch. You can see that real quick. And so it'll start cycling through. Everything automatically came through. Get everything back going. And that way everything's starting to filter. But yes, I'm going to have to do this tank again and give it another gravel vacuum out very soon. I'm probably going to do it. Don't want to do it tomorrow. That's too much of a quick turnaround. So I'm probably thinking I'm going to do it Wednesday night or something. I'll give it a couple of days to actually, everything to get going back right. Now I usually check. One last thing is my filter back here. My policy filter for one of my canister. I need to check that. That's actually pretty good. I'll do it next week for that. The water flow is actually really good on that. But that's basically it. YouTube, that's basically a water change in itself. Now all you're doing is filling it back up. I appreciate everybody watching. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And I really do appreciate y'all watching. Discus, I'll be hitting up, seeing your Discus. I watch a lot of them, man. I really do because I really like your. And look, y'all, I like watching the Commanders. I need to finish doing my water change so I can cut on the ESPN and watch. But normally, guys, it doesn't take this long to do a water change. I'm embarrassed. A little embarrassed, but that's completely up to you how long it takes you and how many water changes you do. So your tank is not as dirty as it was. I'm really embarrassed. I'm going to see that I'm going to have to. I was doing it every 5 days. I went a week this time, but I see I'm going to have to go back to every 5 days. I'm really seeing that I'm going to have to go back to every 5 days, maybe even more. If you have bigger fish, you're going to have to do it a little bit more frequent. I do have a little, you go through and then see this, I don't like that. Any particles you see floating around in the water, you can get rid of them. But thank y'all for watching. This is Small Fish Out. Jacob was out. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And leave in the comment below. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'll see y'all again soon, and I'll give you a update on how it looks in a little bit. Please check that out. And so, Small Fish Out. Have a great day.